Hi guys, today clearly it's a different kind of video. I'm sitting on my ground and I thought I would do this super chill chatty video. I've been getting asked a couple times here on my YouTube channel on some of my videos on how I'm doing with my alopecia, and then I've also been asked on my Snapchat. So I want to start off by saying thank you so much for those of you that have asked. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all of the comments in my alopecia, the diagnosis one, which was the first video. I get so many comments in that video and encouraging and prayers, and I appreciate it all. It's just amazing, you know, how people come together. It's just really nice to see. I also want to talk or mention, because I know I have a lot of new subscribers on my channel. I got diagnosed with alopecia, I want to say over 4 months ago. I know I made my first video, the beginning part of April. And that was the diagnosis part, and sharing with you guys, you know, what led me to go see a dermatologist and how I was doing with the news, which wasn't so well. So I will link that video down below, but just warning, I'm so sad in that video, and that's just, you know, it's just how it was. It's how I was feeling. I'm sometimes tempted to delete that video, and I wish I would have recorded it when I was in a different emotional state of mind, but me deleting the video is not going to delete how I was feeling at that moment. So I leave it up for that reason. And then most importantly, I leave it up because I get so many comments in that video. It's incredible. People sharing their stories, and you know, some people that have had it, you know, for years and years and years. Some people that had it for years, and then you know, their hair grew back, and then it's starting to fall again. And then some people who just got diagnosed like myself, and they just needed a place to go to and share. So it's just really become a really great place where we can just all come together and encourage each other and just tell each other, you know, it's okay, and just, you know, where you have someone that understands what you're going through. It's just a really special place, and for that main reason, I don't delete it. So now the way that I'm, you know, how I'm doing is very, very well. Really no different from my second video. If anything has changed, I think I stopped really looking at my hair overall. At that time, I think I was still looking at my hair once a week, and I kept it like that for a little while because I was losing my hair before. I was losing it in quarter size bald spots, like a big, and they were very smooth to the touch. Where it started getting very concerned is I was no longer getting quarter size bald spots. I was just losing it everywhere. It was a free-for-all basically. I was losing it in my entire head, and mainly in this particular area right here. Right now when I go like this, I feel regrowth everywhere. There's regrowth everywhere, and it's always like that. But I have regrowth, and that's always a really great thing. I know the first month after I got diagnosed, I went through a really hard time. For the first month, it just really hit me, you know. Was depressed. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to take a shower. I just didn't want to do anything. I was really sad. I was crying all the time, super emotional and super sensitive, and I am no longer in that place anymore. I feel so much better. I have so much to live for, you know what I mean. I'm healthy otherwise, so I'm very thankful for what I have. And so anyways, I want to jump into what's going on, and I'll try to input pictures, you know, here and there. I also I think I posted a picture a couple months ago where my hair was, and I will link my Instagram down below. You can follow me there. You can also follow me on Snapchat if you like, and I'll leave the username down below as well. So from the last time, I have a pixie cut. Clearly you can see that. I had my sides bust, and I had before I used to have an undercut. And then it became a bust side because I used to have a part somewhere over here before. But you can see in this particular area right here, I have regrowth right here. I had a bald spot coming down going this way. So when I saw my hairstylist, you know, a while ago, I told her, you know, I can't part my hair anymore. Can you just raise the bust a little bit higher, which is why it became a bust side. There was, you know, very little hair here, you know, in these little areas right here. So now I can actually part my hair a little bit higher. You can see some of the sparseness in this particular area, but I'm not really concerned about it. You know, you can see it, and it's okay. I'm not bothered by it. You can tell that there's short hairs and stuff like that, but not too much like you used to be able to see it before. And then going in to these areas right here, see if I can do this better with my mirror. Maybe not. Okay, so over here, these hairs right here, you can see they're very, very short. These hairs used to be pretty much almost the same length as these other hairs were, but I lost a lot. All of this right here, I lost all of that hair, and this one trickled its way down this way, which is where you can see, you know, all of these short hairs. So all of those short hairs. So it became very tricky a couple months ago for me to cover any of these areas because I lost my hair everywhere. You know, I had a lot of sparseness going on, and it, you know, even if I wanted to cover it, I couldn't do it with my hair. So anyways, it became pretty large. You know, you can see these are at different lengths than the rest of my hair. It was basically this whole area, and they're different lengths right now because my hair, I was losing hair every day, so everything came at different growing points, if that makes sense. So you can see it was pretty large. And then right now, what's going on right now is just a bunch of regrowth, and then just still loss of hair, you know, because I said I lose it at different rates, different days and stuff like that. So this whole area is very, very sparse. You can see that right there. You can see basically right at the root, you see how thin that is? All of this is very, very thin. See that? Very thin. And then the one that is still going on, still at different rates, is this one. This one got very, very large. I was very worried about this one because it became this whole entire area right here. It was massive. It started off very small, and that one started off, I think, as just a smooth bald spot, but then it just kept kind of spreading and spreading and spreading, and it wouldn't stop. So that one, I'm a little concerned because I've lost the hair a long time ago now, and I'm growing hair back in some areas, but in some areas it's just not growing back. I don't know what's going on with that. And then here in the front, you can see right here and then right here. These right here I lost a while ago also, and I thought at one point I felt regrowth, but it was very thin hairs coming in. They're not actually very thick. And then I even have some that are white. I have a white hair right here, which I don't even think you guys can see it, but I found that very interesting. I hadn't noticed that before when the other areas were growing in, so that's the first time that has happened to me. But I've heard other people or watched other people's videos where they explain that that has happened to them. So anyways, this little area right here, it's been a while since I've had it like that, and it's just not getting any thicker here. So I don't know if it's just slow growing or if the hair follicle is permanently damaged and I'm just not going to get any more hair growth in this area. That can happen if you didn't know. You know, sometimes when you lose the hair, you can get some regrowth. You can see sparseness there too. You can get regrowth, which is always really great, but there is a chance that the hair follicle is damaged when it falls off, and then you're not gonna, you have permanent hair loss in that particular area. So I don't know if that's what's going on there. I'm not really concerned about it because it is an area that I can easily cover up. And then I have sparseness right there. How this looks right here, and I feel the hair growth there. This is how the back was looking, because that happened to me in the back as well. But in the back area, it was, I mean, it was a lot easier for me to cover up because the hair is falling back and it would just cover the entire thing. And then these hairs I would just brush this way so there was no defined part, because if I was ever to part this like forward and this back, then you can see that the gap, it wasn't a regular part, like very thin, it was very widespread basically. I also want to talk about, actually in this video, let me see, about a month ago I started noticing, although I was still losing hair, I was losing hair still every day, all day long, but I wasn't losing the amounts that I was losing before. So I noticed that the hair loss amount, the quantity of it, was slowing down, which made me very excited. That was really great. And then I noticed last month, just last month, something clicked. My nephew was born towards the end of July, which I was elated. I was super happy. I'm still very, very happy. And I think at that time I already had about a good month of, the hair loss slowing down. And then my nephew was born. I was super excited. And then what happened in the days to follow, I noticed that the amount of hair loss, it started accelerating really, really fast. I lost a lot of hair that week. And then it clicked on me. I knew that I lose hair when I'm highly stressed or when my body is in high stress. But then I realized that I also lose it whenever I'm highly emotional, basically, whether, I'm sad or whether I'm really happy. And that kind of annoyed me, because I was just like, dude, I'm not stressed at all. I'm super chill. I'm happy, and I'm just not stressed out. And then I started losing it again, a lot of it, and it frustrated me that week because I didn't know what was going on. And then that's when it clicked that I do tend to lose my hair when I'm just really emotional. So I wanted to mention that because that's just something that I noticed for myself. Different people lose hairs for different reasons. I've heard stress has a lot to do with it, although I don't consider them to be a high stress person. I'm super chill. Your body handles things differently, for me, although I may not show it from the outside, and I feel calm, my body takes it very differently. So I've noticed that, and I can't really control that, because I'm gonna have my sad moments and I'm gonna have my happy moments, and because that's just part of life. So if I have to lose hair because of it, then that, so be it. I have been still taking my vitamins, as often as I can, because I tend to forget. And then with my diet, I am slowly still transitioning. I haven't fully transitioned into a plant-based diet, because I think that is a journey, you know what I mean, because I want it to be completely permanent. I do try to limit myself as far as meat, red meat, pork and stuff like that. Rarely do I have it, and when I do have it, it's very little of it. I don't consume large amounts of it. A lot of the days I'm fully plant-based, and then some days I'll do vegetarian, like a vegetarian menu for myself for the entire day, and then another day I'll have some fish. When I started reading up on it, I realized that finding foods that are very just rich in vitamins that are going to help your immune system are very, very helpful, and that's what I'm trying to stick to. And I'll get there at one point. It's not going to be... Hi, baby. My husband walked in while I was recording, so now I forgot where I was at, but I think I've made pretty much all the points that I wanted to make in this video. Let me know if you guys want me to continue making these videos once a month. We can talk about different topics. It's very helpful to me to make these videos, because I can always look back and keep track of how I'm doing, not only emotionally, but also with my hair loss. Yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to say in this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you are having a great week or weekend whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.